Welcome back to Your Inbox Last Night, the podcast where we sift through the payments and fintech newsletters you subscribe to. Yes, even the comments sometimes. We do this daily, so you can hear all the stuff you never got to read in your inbox last night. Today's episode is packed with insights, updates, and a little gossip to keep things interesting. Remember, we read, you subscribe. Let's dive in. Before we get into the details, here are 3 standout stories from today's news. Citi's stock price jumped, but their cross-border payments growth has slowed. Find out why in today's reports from FXC Intelligence. Brazil's PIC instant payment system processed over 6 billion transactions a month in 2024, surpassing credit card transactions for the first time. Merchants are increasingly turning to credit card surcharges as processor satisfaction declines, according to Digital Transactions. Let's start with some big stories from the payments world. FXC Intelligence reports a mixed bag for Citi. While their stock price has risen, cross-border payments growth is lagging behind previous years. They provide a deep dive into the underlying trends driving this performance. Payments Journal highlights Brazil's PIX system, that's PIX. It's an instant payment system that's now outpacing credit card usage in the country, processing over 6 billion transactions monthly in 2024. PIX is truly revolutionizing payments in Brazil. Over at Digital Transactions, there's a fascinating piece on how merchants are embracing credit card surcharges. J.D. Power's study reveals that ubiquitous service fees and tipping norms are making surcharges at checkout more acceptable to consumers. Combine that with increased credit card usage for rewards, and merchants feel they have no choice but to pass costs along. Looking into the fine print of the January 23rd digital transactions, today we found a treasure trove. Discover Financial posted a whopping $1.3 billion in net income for Q4, and NMI's partnership with Biller Genie to launch Bill Connect aims to streamline accounting for SMBs. Oh, and here's a fun one. Wix and YouTube are teaming up to embed social shopping experiences. That's the next big thing in e-commerce, of course. And last, in digital transactions, this is one we missed yesterday. Maryland is the most recent state pushing legislation to stop interchange fees on sales tax and tips. This seems to be catching fire. Now let's shift gears to the wild world of crypto. Over at the papers, MoonPay has unveiled a new recurring buy feature for crypto investments. With a $20 minimum purchase and customizable settings, it's designed to make crypto more accessible and secure. Visa's partnership with Disney Europe, Middle East, and Africa continues to make waves. Visa is now the official payment partner of Disneyland Paris, Disney Stores, and the Disney Theatrical Group in the region. They're also exploring other Disney businesses for collaboration. Meanwhile, CNBC covered Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan's remarks at Davos. He suggested U.S. banks are ready to embrace crypto payments, but only if regulators give the green light. And of course, the meme coin world can't stop talking about Trump coin. Phenom Crypto Letter highlights its massive transaction volume, while Fintech Blueprint puts its $10 billion market cap into perspective, showing how to validate such coins amidst the sea of meme coins. We will dig into some of our favorite substacks after this message.
Are you happy with the amount of content you're putting out weekly? The information superhighway gets more and more crowded every day, and establishing your presence is getting harder and harder. Payometry Labs can help. Payometry can be your go-to content engine. Whether it's short-form content with volume like LinkedIn posts and articles, or more in-depth white papers, Payometry's got the expertise in the field and the creativity needed to help you land your message and brand identity. Have a chat with Payometry today. Email labs@payometry.io. That's labs@payometry.io.
And now let's have a look at our favorite substacks. ByteByte dives into strategies for reducing latency with compelling graphics to help businesses optimize performance. This Week in Fintech offers insights into how banks can handle data operations for banking as a service. It's a must-read for anyone curious about BaaS. Turning now to the Fintech AI segment, Superhuman tells us Grok is going mobile. This promises to enhance productivity on the go, bringing AI-powered tools to your fingertips. And in the creator economy, Peter Yang does a nice job explaining the Chinese app RedNote. If you aren't familiar, when TikTok was banned for 30 seconds last week, millions of Americans started downloading the Chinese equivalent of TikTok, which is RedNote. But this piece breaks down the similarities and the differences to help us see if it's a reasonable TikTok alternative. Now it's time for the tea, courtesy of our enigmatic insider, Mr. X.
Hey, Shell, thanks. We've got 3 good ones today. Keep those tips coming. First, Discover Financial's Q4 gold mine. Insiders are buzzing about Discover's $1.3 billion net income for Q4. While this signals strong performance, the focus is now on whether Discover will reinvest in new, cross-better services or stick to its core lending strengths. Now to the departure of PayPal, CP. The departure of PayPal's chief product officer has raised eyebrows. Officially, it's about pursuing other opportunities, but some suggest that shifting company priorities and restructuring could have played a role. Stay tuned for the ripple effects. And finally, we ask, is the Fiserv PNC relationship in flux? Rumblings suggest Fiserv CEO Frank Bisignano is navigating choppy waters with PNC after a key strategic meeting. While both parties remain mum, some believe a renegotiation of partnership terms could be in the works. That's it for me today, January 23rd. For Yo Inbox, last night, I'm Mr. X.
And that's a wrap for today. Thanks for hanging out with us on Your Inbox Last Night. Want to skip the FOMO and get all this fintech gold delivered straight to your phone every day? Sign up now and join the coolest corner of the payments world. Remember, we read, you subscribe. I'm Michelle Tivy. Thanks for listening.